Aloha, I'm Chef Ronnie from Tiki's Grill and Bar. Welcome to Kids Cooking Local. Today we're going to make a Waldorf salad to go, rainbow Waldorf salad to go. So Waldorf salad is a salad that was invented at the Waldorf Astoria, and it's just a very simple set of ingredients that match really well together. We're going to do a little twist on it. This is going to be a to-go salad that you can shake up when you're done. You guys can make it, and then it can be a to-go thing for a picnic or school or wherever you're going to take it to. Okay, so we're going to start by cutting apples, dicing them. I already washed all these vegetables and fruits, I should say. And I'm just gonna cut these up and then acidulate them with some lemon. If you have a nice apple corer, those are wonderful, you could use that. I'm gonna do it the simple chef way. You can pretty much do everything with a couple of different knives, and or a peeler. We're not peeling anything, this is part of the color of the dish. If you prefer it peeled, then peel it. Apples bruise easily, so your knife should always be sharp. Sharp knives are not for executive chefs only or production cooks. Everyone's knife should be sharp at home. At every level of cooking that you're doing, you're much less apt to cut yourself with a sharp knife. You can see these apples are already starting to turn brown. You don't want to take too long cutting your apples. This isn't precision cutting. We're simply doing a medium dice on the apple so they're easy to eat. Whatever your favorite apple for this dish is fine. There's such huge varieties. Again, make sure you wash everything that you buy. They're often coated in paraffin wax to help them in their travel time. Okay, so we're going to simply put these apples in here and sprinkle some lemon juice on them. First thing, as you can see, they already started to turn color. I cut these in half. I rolled this lemon. My sister actually sticks it in the microwave for a minute. You get way more juice that way. Don't waste anything. Okay, real simple, acidulated apples, right? Lemon's gonna make them taste good, and whatever color they were when I put that lemon juice on them, they shouldn't change much after that. Otherwise, by the end of this demonstration, those apples will probably all be brown, especially if we pack this tonight for lunch tomorrow, because it's a shake and serve salad. Then the apples should still be in the same condition in the morning as well. Okay, grapes, we're gonna leave like that. You could, if you wanted to, you could cut the grapes in half. This will look nice in the salad and give it nice layering ability, puff it up a little bit. So celery, again, we're just gonna dice this celery. I washed it. When I cut a piece of celery, anything that has inedible ends on it, I don't cut those off and then proceed. Those are the handle. You're gonna throw that away anyway, then leave it on there. That's the last thing you're gonna cut instead of your fingers, right? This is a small celery stalk, so just in half is good enough, I think. Okay, see the end that I'm gonna discard is down there. See where my fingertips and my knuckles are? Those kids that have been in the classes that I've done. Okay, celery. See the celery ends that were my handle? Those go to the turtle, if you have a turtle or a tortoise. I'm using the back of my knife to do this. You could use your hand. Don't use the blade of your knife. Keep your knife sharp. Scrape the blade of your knife sideways like that across a board. You're gonna dullin it. It's unnecessary. Lettuce, this is local butter lettuce. This is a really big head. I don't think we need all of this. I already washed it. This is really healthy butter lettuce. We'll save that for something else. I don't think we quite need all that. Again, I'm gonna leave the stem on. And then this, we're gonna simply slice it up. Since it's really ruffly. We're not trying to shred it. It's delicate, and that will bruise it. Again, make sure your knife is nice and sharp. Make sure you know where your fingers are at. I actually just washed this lettuce. Better to pre-wash lettuce. You wash lettuce in water warmer than room temperature. And that gets any parasites out. You don't wash lettuce in ice cold water. You wash it like you're trying to wash it like laundry. You want everything to fall off of it. You drain it and then you refrigerate it on a towel. All the water will drip out or evaporate and it will bloom again. It will crisp back up. Whatever residual water's on there, it'll drink it back up before it evaporates and become beautifully crisp. This I just washed. You can see it's a little bit wet still. Okay, this is yogurt. Hopefully if you can get your hands on some local yogurt, you do that. Oops. This is Splenda. You put sugar. This just keeps it a little bit healthier if you perceive it that way. You could put a little honey. Honey would be good too. Okay, now we cooked our quinoa to the package instructions. I just used water and a little salt. You could use chicken stock or something. People that are into vegetarian foods and want a cheat flavor item that's healthy and adds a punch, they put Bragg's amino acids and stuff like that inside of it, and it really kicks up the flavor of it. Quinoa has lots of its own nutty flavor already. So this is quinoa. You could use all red, all white. I think there's 3 different colors on the market currently. Okay, now we're going to build our salads. We have all of our ingredients prepped, washed, cut in front of us, acidulated apples, yogurt, grapes, everything. You could add things to this. You could add other type of nuts. You could use a different type of lettuce. So we're going to call this 4 portions. You could change the size if you wanted to. So what I'm going to do is simply distribute the ingredients evenly. Again, one head of lettuce isn't necessarily a standard for a recipe. You'd use a measurement. That was a large head of lettuce. You could save the rest for something else. Okay. Grapes. I love grapes in salads. I love grapes in almost any kind of salad. The objective is to see all the ingredients so it's visually pleasing from the side. Okay. Lettuce. Instead of trying to guess exactly how much goes in each one, knowing I don't want to have any leftovers, then I'm just going as evenly as possible, but not using the very last ingredients, so I can try to even them up when I'm done. You don't want your little brother to get the smaller salad and you have to listen to him at the picnic. Quinoa. You could certainly, since you already had lemon, you could certainly add some of the lemon. If you don't have any use for this, you could add it right to the quinoa. It's not necessary. I put salt in the water. There's lemon in the apple. Yogurt has a nice acidic flavor to it as well. This will taste fantastic in there and it won't go to waste. Especially if you microwaved it for a minute, you would have got twice the amount of juice out of it. Okay, quinoa. This is going to give us our carb and protein. Quinoa, if I'm not mistaken, has 4 times the amount of protein than most grains. Considered a superfood for that reason. Still a carbohydrate nonetheless. Okay. Celery. So that's the classic flavors actually, is the celery, the apple, and the walnuts with the yogurt dressing for a traditional Waldorf salad. I couldn't find my mason jars today, so I'm using these single-use disposable plastics that I'm not happy about, but I'm using them anyway. So you get the idea of how it looks. Mason jars are great to recycle for things like this. Take them back home from your picnic and wash them and use them for something else. They're durable. You can slam them around. There's no way they'll open. They're used to, they're used for canning and jarring things in long term, jams and jellies and things like that. Piccalilli, whatever you're making. See, so the trick to this is the size of the vessel. There has to be room, and I don't want to waste this apple. I'll eat some of it later. But there has to be room in the vessel so you can grab it and shake it and toss it and shake it to get the dressing to move around on it and coat it. And then walnuts. Okay, and then you would close them. That mason jar, you could lock that lid on there. Then you can really not be worried about shaking it really hard. Thank you all for watching Kids Cooking Local. I'm Chef Ronnie from Tiki's Grill and Bar. This is our Rainbow Waldorf Quinoa Salad. Hope you guys had fun, and we'll see you on the next one.